bees.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, tonight's video, we're going to be talking about tomorrow night's top ranked card that is going to be having the main event, ELEIDER ALVAREZ versus SERGEY KOVALEV. And this is going to be the rematch, continuation from the first fight when ELEIDER ALVAREZ ended up knocking out SERGEY KOVALEV in that 7th round. He dropped him 3 times in that round, and the last time that he dropped him, dude, Kovalev straight crumbled into the canvas, man, and it was friggin' murder she wrote, dude. And going into this rematch, I was actually surprised that Sergey Kovalev took the rematch immediately like he did. I was thinking maybe he would want to try to get like a little tune-up fight, kind of get his confidence back, get his bearings back, but he went straight into this fight diving in head first like it's no problem at all. And personally, dude, this is going to be a really good matchup. And in that first fight, I actually had Sergey Kovalev winning that fight until he got knocked out by ELEIDER ALVAREZ. But the main thing that's in Sergey Kovalev's style is when he's fighting these dudes, he almost has a bully mentality when he's fighting these guys because he has the technical ability, he has the skills, he's very good at mixing up his combinations, going from the head to the body, body to the head, and he has the power to be able to back up everything that he wants to be able to do to your ass. But in that first fight with ELEIDER ALVAREZ, the one thing that I really noted is that ELEIDER ALVAREZ was able to take all of Sergey Kovalev's shots, and he was able to keep going, able to stay in the fight, and he was able to get Kovalev's ass up out of there. And going into this rematch, I definitely know that ELEIDER ALVAREZ is going to have the mental edge going into this match, knowing that he can take whatever Sergey Kovalev is going to give him, and plus he knows that he can stop him. And in Sergey Kovalev's mind, he knows that ELEIDER ALVAREZ can take everything that he can give him, and plus he can get stopped by ELEIDER ALVAREZ. And no matter how much confidence Sergey Kovalev might put out, I know in the back of his mind that it is there that ELEIDER ALVAREZ can stop him. And that's going to be one of the most bearing things going into this fight. And that's one of the main edges that I do give ELEIDER ALVAREZ going into this fight, is having that mental edge in this fight, knowing that he can get Sergey Kovalev's ass up out of there. Now, going into this fight, one of the main things that ELEIDER ALVAREZ needs to do is use his jab more, because even in that first fight, you could tell he was the faster fighter, and his jab was actually superior to Sergey Kovalev's jab. The one thing that I didn't like, though, is that he wasn't using it enough. He could have used that thing a lot more, especially when Sergey Kovalev was pressing the pace on him. He should have kept that jab in Sergey Kovalev's face, because it seemed like every time he wanted to pop that jab out, he was hitting Sergey Kovalev with that jab at will. And another thing that I noticed that he didn't do too much of in that first fight was doing any kind of body shots, dude. He barely even threw any body shots in that first fight. So if he was to use the jab more, being able to mix up the head to the body to be able to open up Sergey Kovalev's head a lot easier, dude, I think that ELEIDER ALVAREZ is going to get Sergey Kovalev's ass up out of there once again. But Sergey Kovalev, for him going into this fight, he definitely needs to use his combinations, because even in that first fight, you could tell that he was the superior boxer, and his combinations going from the head to the body, going from the body to the head, he was really able to open up ELEIDER ALVAREZ to be able to land off some shots. But the one thing that I would definitely recommend that he does going into this fight is to use a lot more feints, because with the way that ELEIDER ALVAREZ was defending some of those punches from that first fight, and I'm pretty sure he might have saw those to make the adjustments, but Sergey Kovalev could really be able to open up getting those combinations off a lot more just by using feints. If he used some more feints, I definitely know that he'll be able to get his combinations off a lot more going into this second fight. But will it be enough? To tell you the truth, I still don't think it's going to be enough for Sergey Kovalev, just for the simple fact is, even in that first fight, Sergey Kovalev was giving ELEIDER ALVAREZ almost everything that he had. It was one particular round, I think it was in the 4th or 5th round, when Sergey Kovalev was giving ELEIDER ALVAREZ the business, and it looked like he stumbled ELEIDER ALVAREZ a little bit, and Sergey Kovalev tried to jump on him, literally gave him everything he had, and ELEIDER ALVAREZ was right there in the fight, didn't go nowhere, and he still came back to end up stopping Sergey Kovalev's ass in that 7th round. And personally, going into this rematch, I think ELEIDER Alvarez is going to be able to make even better adjustments going into this fight to make the fight a little bit more easier. And knowing that he can take out Kovalev, I think that he might end up taking a little bit more risks than he did in that first fight. But Sergey Kovalev, he's definitely going to have to watch out, definitely going to have to use a little bit more head movement to be able to stay away from that 1-2 that he got dropped with in that first fight, and definitely use a little bit more footwork, be able to cut angles on ELEIDER Alvarez to stay off of that straight line, and definitely use his combinations like he was in that first fight. Because the combinations that he was using in the first fight, he was throwing some really good combinations, but he just wasn't able to hurt Alvarez. And if it's going to be the same thing in this fight, I can see him getting stopped once again. But I guess we're not going to know until tomorrow night's fight when it comes up. But definitely make sure you guys check this fight out. It will be on tomorrow night on ESPN. So definitely make sure to check it out because it will be a badass fight, all right? So I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section. I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.